Hey, have you ever wondered why some trainers find success effortless and natural while others struggle time and time again to make things work? You see, there's one critical component of every successful trainer that makes the difference between success and failure. And I'm not talking about strategies or tactics, but there is something else at work behind the scenes that you're going to find out in this video. So hey, I'm Tom Crawshaw, I'm the founder of PT Mastermind, and I'm coming at you here from up north in the lovely sunny Bradford, and I want to dig into the real behind the scenes reasons why some people are successful and others aren't. Now, we all know that success rarely just springs up out of nowhere. Success is a product of multiple failures that you have learnt from and grown from. You've all heard the success quotes kicking around on Facebook. I think Michael Jordan once said, "I failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." This quote evidently shows that Michael Jordan's success is clearly linked to how he responds to failure. And you'll actually find that this is a common trait among all successful individuals. So please remember, failure is not your enemy. Can you remember the last time you failed? Can you remember in your mind? Can you picture it? How did you respond? Did you get angry? Did you get sad? Did you beat yourself up over it? Well, these are all common ways we all deal with failure, including myself. I've been there, I've beaten myself up, I've been depressed, I've got myself into those negative cycles where I don't feel like doing any work and there's no hope. But you've got to think and you've got to put things in perspective. Just think back where you were a couple of years ago and how you've progressed over the years, how you've progressed over the last few months. And then you've just got to frame it, that failure is not huge in the grand scheme of things. One of the best things that I do when I go to bed every night is I write down 5 successes that I've had during the day. 5 successes, and it doesn't matter how big or how small they are. And then I'll look back, and if I've failed at anything, if I've not done anything that I perhaps planned on doing, I'll make sure that I learn from that, and I'll make sure that goes into my schedule for the following day. You've got to remember, it's difficult in the moment to step back and think, hey, this failure is actually an opportunity to rise to a challenge, not a sign or reflection of my flaws. That's so important. So let me tell you, the critical difference between success and failure is all about your mindset and how you actually interpret failure. And this is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. We need to accept there is value in learning from an endeavour. It doesn't matter whether we fail or whether we succeed. And this is the mindset of growth. Now, I know this is easier said than done. I do find myself criticising myself and my actions sometimes instead of learning from them. But you've got to really just step back and review and reflect on those failures and those decisions and the emotions that you felt. So just ask yourself, how has that setback motivated you to make a change? What have you learnt about yourself? And what can you do differently next time? A great way of putting yourself in that positive mindset is just to visualise a positive outcome. When we're feeling down and out sometimes, we dwell on the circumstances that have caused our situation. Instead, focus on how you can create a positive outcome for the future and stop replaying that situation over and over in your mind, just wishing things would have gone differently. Take action and focus on what you want to change in the future. So to take this just a little bit further, you've got your emotions come into the picture. Your emotions take hold of you when you fail, when you succeed. That's when you feel super happy and alive and energized, but also when you feel upset, when you feel deflated. And our response to a failure is generated by our emotions. That's why it's so important to understand what emotional intelligence is all about. Now, if you've never heard that word before, emotional intelligence is our ability to understand, manage and express our feelings, as well as engage and navigate successfully with those of others. Generally, those who are successful have a high emotional intelligence. Those who aren't successful have a low emotional intelligence. I would strongly advise doing a Google search, having a look on Amazon and grabbing yourself a book. There's some great reading on the topic, and it's something that all entrepreneurs need to understand and know about. And in the next video, I'm going to be going into 3 simple ways that you can increase your emotional intelligence. So that's the end of this video. Hope you've got some valuable content out of this. Please, please, please implement. Make sure you've got yourself a diary, a success journal, and write down your successes at the end of every day. This this is one of the best things that you can take away from this video. Also, I want to let you know about my fitness marketing cheat sheet. So just click the link below this video and it'll take you through to a sign up page. Just pop your email in and you'll get delivered as a free PDF download my fitness marketing cheat sheet. I'll show you 7 proven strategies on how to grow your business from leading fitness experts. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.